If your mind is constantly restless, you are pushing everything you want further away. The more you chase, the more it escapes you. But the moment you relax, everything begins to move toward you. This is the paradox most people never understand. You've been taught that success comes from force, pressure, and constant effort. Wake up early. Grind harder. Think more. Do more. Control everything. But what if the real power comes from letting go? What if your anxiety, your overthinking, your need to control every outcome is the very thing blocking your progress? Stoic philosophy teaches something radically different. It teaches that peace is power. It teaches that control begins when you stop trying to control everything. And most importantly, it teaches that when your mind is calm, your life aligns. Right now, your mind is likely full of noise. Thoughts about the future. Worries about money. Pressure to succeed. Fear of missing out. Regret about the past. And because of that noise, you cannot see clearly. A disturbed mind creates a disturbed reality. You react emotionally. You make rushed decisions. You attract more chaos into your life. But when your mind is still, something changes. You begin to see opportunities others miss. You respond instead of reacting. You move with precision, not panic. This is where manifestation truly begins. Not in desperation. Not in obsession. But in calm clarity. Most people misunderstand manifestation. They think it's about thinking positively all the time. They think it's about repeating affirmations without changing their internal state. But Stoicism reveals a deeper truth. You do not attract what you say. You attract what you are. If you are anxious, you attract situations that match anxiety. If you are desperate, you attract outcomes that reinforce desperation. If you are calm, grounded, and in control, you attract stability, clarity, and opportunity. So the real question is not what do you want? The real question is, who are you becoming? Because your life will always mirror your internal state. That is why relaxing your mind is not weakness. It is mastery. When you relax your mind, you stop fighting reality. And when you stop fighting reality, you begin to work with it. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that the things you wanted most came when you stopped stressing about them? The opportunity appeared when you least expected it. The solution came when you finally let go. The clarity arrived when you stopped forcing answers. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. Stoics understood that forcing outcomes creates resistance. But accepting the present moment creates flow. When you accept what is, you free your energy to act wisely. And wise action always produces better results than emotional reaction. So how do you relax your mind? It begins with awareness. You must first notice how much tension you are carrying. Notice how often you are thinking about things you cannot control. Notice how often you are replaying the past or worrying about the future. Every time you do this, you are draining your energy. And the more drained you are, the harder life feels. Now imagine something different. Imagine waking up in the morning without rushing, without checking your phone immediately, without filling your mind with noise. Instead, you sit in silence. You breathe slowly. You observe your thoughts without reacting to them. This simple act begins to shift your state. Because you are no longer controlled by your thoughts. You are observing them. And in that observation, you gain power. The Stoics practiced this daily. They trained their minds to remain steady, no matter what was happening externally. Because they understood one truth. You cannot control what happens. But you can control how you respond. And your response determines your outcome. When your mind is relaxed, your decisions improve. When your decisions improve, your life improves. This is not magic. This is discipline. But it is a different kind of discipline. Not the discipline of forcing yourself endlessly, but the discipline of remaining calm under pressure. The discipline of not reacting emotionally. The discipline of letting go of what you cannot control. This kind of discipline creates freedom. Because most people are not free. They are controlled by their thoughts. Controlled by their emotions. Controlled by their circumstances. But when you relax your mind, you take back control. And once you have control of your mind, everything changes. You begin to act with intention. You begin to move with clarity. You begin to attract better outcomes naturally. Because you are no longer operating from fear. You are operating from strength. And strength is quiet. It does not panic. It does not rush. It does not chase. It moves with certainty. Right now, you might be thinking, this sounds simple, but it's not easy. And you are right. It is simple. But it requires practice. Because your mind has been trained to do the opposite. It has been trained to worry, to overthink, to react instantly. So you must retrain it. Every day. Every moment. When something goes wrong, pause. When you feel anxious, breathe. When you want to react, step back. These small actions build a powerful habit. A habit of calmness. A habit of control. A habit of clarity. And over time, this habit becomes your nature. You become the person who remains steady in chaos. The person who thinks clearly under pressure. The person who does not break easily. And this is the person who attracts everything they want. Because opportunities flow towards stability. People trust calm individuals. Success follows clarity. And clarity comes from a relaxed mind. Now understand this. Relaxing your mind does not mean doing nothing. It means doing the right things, without emotional chaos. It means taking action, without desperation. It means moving forward, without fear controlling you. This is powerful. Because most people take action from fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of not being enough. And when you act from fear, you create more fear. But when you act from calmness, you create confidence. And confidence attracts results. So if you truly want to manifest everything you want, start here. Not with more effort. Not with more stress. But with more control over your mind. Because your mind is the source of everything. Your thoughts create your actions. Your actions create your results. And your results create your life. Change your mind, and you change everything. Take a moment right now. Breathe slowly. Let go of the tension in your body. Release the need to control everything. And simply exist in this moment. Notice how different that feels. This is where your power is. Not in the future. Not in the past. But right here. In your ability to remain calm, no matter what. If you can master this, you can handle anything. And when you can handle anything, you stop fearing everything. And when you stop fearing everything, you become unstoppable. Because nothing controls you anymore. Not circumstances. Not people. Not outcomes. Only your mind. And your mind is finally at peace. If this message is speaking to you, subscribe to this channel now, because this is where you will learn how to master your mind, build unshakable discipline, and transform your life using timeless Stoic wisdom. Your journey starts with one decision. The decision to stop reacting. The decision to start controlling your mind. And the decision to relax, so everything can begin to flow toward you. Remember this. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. The clearer you think, the better you act. The better you act, the better your life becomes. So relax your mind. Trust the process. And watch everything change.